the ones that is yet to be completed. But it is presented as if to say it's completed and it is working. But can you believe that some people who are not mad will go onto that bridge in that Onitsha, Anambra, and they will go onto this bridge and remove the manhole, remove the bridge joiner, and then we'll probably would still want to blame government. I wish they find this guy. This is evil. Watch this.
Okay, call this thing for me. Hold this thing. Just hold them. Igbo Igbo. Ask him konye chi yazelu. You dey see my face. Thank you. Ne ya akita ne this thing. Video this thing. Igwe akita abo. Na nya here new bridge alolofo. This is new bridge alolofo. Onwere onye obuna gbala ebe a na abani ama nwa accident. Ife ndị bega anu nwa doba. Amalo Monday iron condemn. Mano mmadu na bi ebupu ife adobalo. This thing, you know how much they say this thing. You go sell them for iron condemn. They don't first carry this one. Come to this side. Iwalu speed na abiana abani. Bogadam tire gada no deba make ye nine. So you open na bogote na bridge. Ne luna onum puga bridge. Emalo Febulu go nka, they don't go sell them. As they shift this one now, small time now, Fajelaya. So I'm not going this complaint. I don't know who I will complain this thing for. But this thing now is very dangerous. Before tomorrow, you know go see them. Now person they come carry them, go sell them. Is that good?
No good.
Thank you. Yeje bu no nwe moto kwasala onwe ebe a na abani onya maka mwa bugodu 4-way driver ikara aguma agwa dị ready kwali 1 week ika ma ngoma amalo me pensi enweta energy so ana ma afụsi ihe niile afọ if obuna if government go see any person wey carry this thing na that person onye na-eme ụdị ife a ka nna ajụ ọdị mma mata bie ile negodi ife a kịta moto ọbụna gbala ebe a na-aba na isi ndị moto na-adị na-apịali onwe fe ebe a na-anyasị ejigo m anya na-nekata nka mpụtazi ọbụ na-ebulugo nka abịakwa bupute nka fado bio na akịta uche mmadụ pụọ na ya make government should come and do something about it too. If they go share them, make they come share them. That is very wicked. Alapụta pasisi ifigwe ife jikọ bridge ịtabasi ebe a na-abani fine galo. I think now all those iron condemn and iron condemn can they move far. But I know sure say Igbo person go just come carry this thing. You don't feel move them. Car, kegume. If you try a buffalo also. If I had the long ma, oh, will you tell me is that Saludo is doing this one? It is Saludo that come out this road. It is governor of Anambra State that come out this one. Those you people are maybe. Ode okwamma ijilundu ndụ mmadụ na-egwu egwu. Ife ọbụna ị ga na-eme, ọ na-eje ala na.
Putting lives in danger, and God bless you. That young man that made the video, he has raised awareness, and I can bet you that the government of Anambra and possibly other people that are supposed to be responsible for it are going to, at first, they're going to try and put a warning sign around there, so as at least before it is fixed, every road user would know about the danger ahead. I have seen where iron condemn, they call them, they've removed the railings on newly constructed bridges, even roads. Then the next thing is that who actually takes all of these things from them? That they can't see this one is not a iron condemn. This is proper government, infrastructure or government property. Anyway, finally, I have this Thanksgiving clip from Fubara, where he's doing his 1-year Thanksgiving service, 1 year in office. So he had few stories to share, okay? And afterward is when we will kind of possibly take calls. Again, I want to say thank you to all of you who responded by going on there to add your own offerings by liking the broadcast. But that has only gotten us restricted to 700. I actually thought we could get to 1,000. This is a long watch, okay? You can use all of that time to go and help me share, like, and even subscribe onto my channel if you enjoy this. Let's go to River State, where Fubara shares his 1 year experience and the last 3-month experience of him breaking free from the grip of Wike. He said many of his guys didn't believe they would even spend a year in office. But here they are. Watch.
Don't also forget to mention especially the service commanders that have always been with us to help us maintain the peace that we're enjoying today. I don't want to lean on the protocol, but I do recognize everybody that is here that has come to support us this special day. Let me also recognize our fathers in the Lord, the Dean of the Anglican Communion, and your brother bishops that are here. Also, our royal fathers, especially, that are here to support us. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon, I honestly do not want to say much, but just to tell the world that I still do not believe that we are marking 1 year in office. It's the truth. Some 2 months ago, nobody would believe that we'll be seated here to say, God, thank you that we were able to navigate this troubled water to this point. So it's really important and special that we say today, everything, all glory, all honor will return to God, who has made this day possible. You won't understand. You won't understand. I can tell you on good authority that even before we started this program, there was every plan to frustrate us. But to the glory of God, we're all gathered here to say, God, thank you that you carried us, you led us to this point. In fact, we have only one song, and that song is to God. He said, from the beginning to the end, there is no place for argument. You are God and God by yourself. From the beginning to the end, there is no place for argument. God is God by himself. Nobody takes the glory of God. Please, choir, is it those band? Can you give me that song?
You are God.
I said, if Ahmed Bola Tinubu fails, hold me responsible.
You say?
I say, if Tinubu fails, hold me responsible.
Thank you.
The job people are already angry that this is the worst government.
We have just started.
We must learn a lesson. This man!
You gotta trust man. Man, Adam. Your eyes will see what your mouth cannot talk.
I said.
So that was a Fubara there, calling the name of God, God this, God that. And we all know that none of them actually believe in any God. When you see with the Wike's video next, he too start calling God, God this, God that. And they always have people who kind of believe them that, oh, he's calling God. Anyway, let me put I hold to all of that. I've had my time, so it's going to be your turn. But first, I will go on a short break. It's just a break of transition. So if you really want to be part of this conversation tonight, then you should try and pick up your phone. The number to dial is right here on the screen. Use it. And when I get back, we will take calls.
Alhamdulillah.
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 Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil
Anarchy loans. Anarchy loans. Anarchy loans.
Hello there.
Mayeku, the general.
Yes, sir.
The general overseer. You know what, Mayeku?
Tell me.
I managed to get hold of you today, man. You know, to get
As the
hold of
first
you
caller,
on the
see.
line.
How are you today again?
I know, I'm doing okay. Are you, sir?
Well, I'm very well. I just delivered another 2 hours of the same bombshell. So I'm just now here to see where that takes us, please.
I know, first of all, let me introduce myself. I think let everybody know. This is AGK calling from Kansas City.
That's AGK from Kansas City.
Yeah.
Baba, thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, I was listening to your program from the beginning. You can see what's going on in that country. That country is just like, it's like anarchy country now. There is no government.
There is no government.
People, they're calling their leaders, man. They're just there to find what they can loot. There is no government of any kind. The whole country is under mess, under disarray. When you see the people that are going to strike, which is the labor, all they're asking is the money they can use to sustain themselves. They're not asking too much. You know, when you look at how the economy, you know what? These people, they call themselves leaders. These people, they cannot even go on with 4 million naira.
No.
What did they take those people for? Are they human beings like that? And those people are the ones that are doing the job for them. Come out to pay them 500. What they asking them was a little too small to compare. My own suggestion is too small because that 500,000 won't sustain them for anything. Depend on the life of the economy.
With the way the economy is going, that too, 500,000 will now look like 50,000 soon.
It won't do. It won't make it nowhere. And also, the last time I was trying to get involved about the soldiers that was killed in Aba.
Right.
You know, those things was staged. Those killings was done by the same government of people because they see how this guy was in other states. So now they figure out how they can fight because they always do that. When you to kill, you can find out that those people stay the same people. either the DSS or the army people themselves.
Mm.
You will find out those people that done those stuff is the same people on the either their political talk, the politician talks, or the DSS or the armies.
Mm.
Because that's the only people that can go over there to commit all this crime. To figure out, because why Abia State? Why only Abia State?
Because there's actually no
Other
reason
states,
for it, you know.
yeah, other states was obeying their whatever their Memorial Day or the Biafran Day without any problem. Why Abia State, the place that they know they're only the ones they're having the road was built? The governor that was doing the same thing they're supposed to do and show you the people what he can do under a couple of months. Why is Abia State getting the military?
There's actually more to that, and they won't even carry out any investigation before they came out straight away and then blame it on IPOB, you know. They won't do any investigation. Just automatic, like that.
When you look at how the military is, we are not in a war. Military, Eastern region
what are they doing? What are you doing in there? So, you know something, right? The military, Nigerian army, Nigerian army foolishly, okay? They put it out and said, Nigerian soldiers on a peacekeeping mission in Abia State were shot and killed. They said, Abia State, they fight war. In which peacekeeping mission Nigerian army is doing in Abia State? I heard people asking them that.
That is just you see, that's what they do. When they get all those people set up in the Eastern region, what they do there is just instruction, extorting money from people with no reason. Instead of them saying that Nigeria is the only place where you can see army in the same city where they have all innocent people walking around. They set up a sandbag, set up all kinds of military like in a war zone.
Like a war zone.
It's only in the Eastern region.
Yes.
They stock money day and night. Police come the stock, army come the stock. Why all this stuff in the Eastern region? What is all this? And the worst part of it, the people that are calling themselves the leader in the Eastern region, they cannot ask question. Why all this sandbag on the military, every checking point? Why all this checking point? Military, if you go to their barrack, there is no roof, there is no zinc. They don't stay in the barrack. Army doesn't have any barrack in Eastern region. Police doesn't have any police station. All those stuff they're supposed to look at and make sure the police, and make sure they are the people that are sending them out of this mission, and make sure they take care of their barracks and the police station where they're supposed to be, instead of being on the road. And number two, you play for. You see that guy that was talking about that, even though even though the country was divided, and we still have to have the same people in our countries. You know, that's the type of people that you will see that deceive a lot of some of their people. They believe they are human,
and they just believe it too. And I'm like, they should stop. They need to stop now. You cannot tell us.
Why are you saying
they
this?
don't know, right? They do not know that they are afraid to try it. Doesn't mean that we are afraid to. Okay, so they should just stop advising us about what is going to happen to us if Nigeria break. Because what are we getting now?
We have to try it. We don't have nothing to lose.
We have nothing to lose because what are we getting now?
All we have is our life. If Nigeria break up today, we have another life saved. Because where they are now, there is no living of any kind of human being in that country. The country is divided. Nigeria needs to be divided. And Nigeria needs to be break up and save life. Thank you, Mayogu, for taking my call. Thank you.
I am happy that you made it tonight, Ejike. Thank you so much. Your voice came like that of a CA, and I kept I'm so glad you finally said it's Ejike. I said, all right. Bless you, brother. Thank you so much, sir. You have a good one, sir.
Okay, bye.
That's a good one. That's Ejike. And yeah, the line is open. It's going to be very busy, no doubt. There's a lot of people trying to get through. And if you manage to, please, make it snappy so that we can get as many people on as possible. Okay. Yeah. Hello.
Mahego.
Baba.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. How are you doing?
How are you and your family?
Well, we thank God, though. Thanks for asking. And how are you?
Allah fún yín ní okun àtagbára.
Àbí o bàbá. Sure.
I so much cherish you.
Thank you.
We can't thank you enough. Thank you for being my spokesman.
Thank you.
Nigeria has gone beyond repair. Everybody knows that. Where every single, you see the way Nigeria is right now. The best thing for us is just to scatter everything and restart it all over. We're going to see it later.
Yeah, let's find out.
But someone sitting down somewhere gaslighting us that we should just be circling around. It cannot work.
No.
We see the way the country is right now. Everything has gone upside down. We don't have much to say, but Maigun, thank you. There's something I really appreciate you about.
Yes,
you speak different things every single day. And it doesn't take too long for someone to sit down and say, oh, this person is lying. Ọlọ́run wa ní gbaṣọ yìí tó wà lára ẹ̀ o, Maigun. Ọlọ́run ní gbaṣọ yìí tó wà lára, because when I see you, look at the way that man just spoke right now. You cut him off right away when you see it's not making any sense. There are some people that they don't have to tell us this person is speaking at the back of his mind.
Like, please
it's just so
don't
ridiculous.
Go there. If you don't have too much knowledge about it, if you can't help us, okay, then please don't scare us. Stop telling us what's going to happen if Nigeria break. We want to find out because we have nothing. We actually have nothing now that we can say we are going to lose, Baba. If Nigeria break, what is it we're going to lose?
He has gone beyond where he's supposed to get to. I'm telling you.
Honestly, Baba.
Let me share just few experience with you about all those students now.
Please, sir.
There is one. I have a few cousins I sponsor in school. One of my sister, his mother now called me yesterday crying. I said, "Why are you crying?" He said, "It's about her daughter." I said, "What happened?" Do you know Maigun is she told me her daughter borrowed more than 20,000 from my classmates. I said, a male or a female? He said a male. I said, okay. So when it's time for her to pay the money back to that guy, you know what the girl did?
What?
She told the guy to come and they arranged to go somewhere and have a good time.
Like paying him back in kind, not in cash.
In kind. So listen now. So after the guy finished now, the guy now said, okay, so when are you going to pay me my money back? The next thing the lady will answer, it was a very young girl, about 15, 16 years old girl.
Oh dear.
So I just give you your money now in kind. The boy said, what?
120,000 for one round.
120,000. I know. So when our mother was crying, I said, well, that's the country we find ourselves. This is the same girl I give up keeping money every month. That means she's not content with whatever she's getting.
No.
You know? So she has to go extra mile. Then I asked her mother, what did she use the money for? She said she used the money to do a pawn skill. Put the money somewhere. They said they will give her, they will double the money. I said, you see?
Ponzi scheme.
As young as that lady is, she know what money is all about.
Yes.
When all she's supposed to have done was to go education. Yeah. Then I said, well, in that case now, I need to talk to her. Because there's no point of using my own handmade money, paying her school fees, and she go another way around. But if the country was good now, the only thing the girl's supposed to be thinking about is education.
Education, Baba.
Because at that moment, at that stage in life, because things coming to a koala to follow a juko when boom she pass exam to one
university afterward, you know.
But now she sees some people living a lavish lifestyle beside her, and she wanna mingle around them, and she tells, okay, let me go and borrow money to go and double it.
And also,
so that's the find ourselves.
The society that all these children are exposed to today. This is a society where they see some of their uncles, aunties who have graduated from schools for years, still jobless, poor. Then they are seeing these days that education is almost like nothing anymore. If you can sell your body, that's what they have been exposed to now. Baba, And you also know that these are this you said 15 or 16 years old, right? That simply means this child is from this Indomie generation we are talking about that Nigeria has no plan for. They never planned for them. And they are here now. But look at 16-year-old so engrossed in money.
You see, I cannot even think about. I said, what could have led the girl to the point that she feels like, okay, since this boy is asking me for his money, let me lure him to this. Let me lure him to this place to have sex with me. Then I will tell her. I will tell him, I've paid you.
A 16-year-old girl.
A 16-year-old girl.
There, son.
It is. So, like I said, I'm going to have a serious talk with her now. But that's by the way. I just say, let me share my experience. This is what is going on in that country. It's very bad. There's so many stuff we can't talk about. Just like you said just now, I spoke with